Okay, I feel better now. Anyways, hold it! Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor? Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Wait a minute, that statement sounds faulty though. Huh. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. Next to them were those two poor girls, Lana and Emma. Give me a sec. I gotta burp. I don't like being this. Excuse me. Excuse me. Anyways, Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Anyways, looking back at it now, she must have been already known what her sister had done. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. Hold it! What do you mean arranged? How can you know that? Because the victim's body, it had already been moved. So that means... You found the body near Lana's desk? That's right. I think you said it earlier. It was my suit of armor that was really stabbed the prosecutor. Wait. It was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor? Yes. Anyway... As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Wait, why is it... How is that really relevant to the entire statement you made, though? But sure. Anyways, hold it! So what you're saying is, the forgery that had already been taking place by the time you arrived at your office. That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand now how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is this how you really, is this how it really went down? Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, you better start, you're better off staring at the court record. Worthy, always the smooth talker. Wait, my voice is slightly changing. Worthy, always the smooth talker. Ooh, I think I got the voice now. But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I gotta link Gant to the incident. And, of course, we have one special, itsy-bitsy gift that he gave us to end up protecting both us and this entire case. And that is... I wonder what that is. It's a very interesting piece of evidence, you could say. Objection! Yeah, I was about to say take that, but whatever. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. I'm afraid that this is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's the blue badger you showed us earlier. It's not blue, but sure, whatever. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe, with your ID number, which is also part of the ID records. Not good. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you're also played in a part of a legal investigation. Take that, bitch. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh, where's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy? So you admitted then, that you were the one involved in the forgery? Who, me? Oh, you don't or do you mean you? Me? Wait, what? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? Objection! However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishments. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work, which would suck. Legitimately. You gotta feel sorry for Dick. Dick is gets the short end of the stick every time. Not some of the time. Every time. Yes, well, in the light of Detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office, and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Fuck you. Saying I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you stupid piece of shit. Stupid piece of shit. Bastard. Here we go. Evidence and forgery. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyways, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found if they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I would participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. You're wrong. Anything relating to your side, your desk, your safe could technically mean that you also participated in it. And since it's a shared office, not a singular office, or solo, whatever. You get what I mean, peoples. Whatever. Diggity dang it. Alright. Anyways, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should be more careful to observe protocol. You do understand what that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh, indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Oogie. In return, though, I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys, telepathic? Evidence and forgery. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence... Wait. Yeah. So, sorry. I kept rereading, but whatever. Let's try again. Hold it! Ow, my back. I didn't appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. Wow! Shots fired, shots fired. What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped... Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove that you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you don't have any proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when your fingerprints are found. Yes. If they're found inside my safe, then, they would prove your investigation was illegal. Yeah, crap. Grr. I never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. Well, he is the chief of police. Alright, let's keep pushing. Hold it! What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. Objection! If concealing evidence found at the crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, Mr. Wright. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. Shit, I just realized that. If they were found... Let's do it. Hold it! Are you saying that this jar... are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? I actually said that correctly without even trying to read it correctly. Whatever. It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Objection! Piece of shit. Oh, I wouldn't be that convenient. I mean, it wouldn't be that convenient. Right. What? The chief is talking about the possibility, so as long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. Come on, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Fucker. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Just, I gotta push it. Whatever. Hold it! How can you look at me in the eyes and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil? I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. Let's see. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye, which supposedly was concluded to that, but there could be technically more evidence leading to a different direction. So yeah. Well, now do you see? No, I don't. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Hold it! Really, Chief Gant. At the very least, there is one very big benefit you've reaped from all of this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is that benefit? That you, of course, would be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SO9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of the SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes. He was going to be made chief anyways. Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. Shit. So that means there's only one possibility motive for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and of course, I. There, it's out in the open now. Oogie, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. That's interesting of a statement, but sure. Here we go. Hold it! Nothing in it for you? Huh. Sorry, but the only person I truly care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and be tough on people. Oh, and tough on people. Ugh. That's how I was raised. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, he would have helped me. He would have helped someone out. There has to be someone. Let's go. True, you might not help anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr.